My friends, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Good. My dear friends, yesterday we completed the concept of data types. We have 4 data types. You have to remember the names: character, integer, float, double. Right. Now I am going to explain you the concept of modifiers. What is modifiers? I will explain a small example to you, then you can understand what is the need of modifier. I have 2 liters water bottle. 2 liters bottle. In this 2 liters water bottle, can I store 4 liters milk?
No, sir.
No. If you pour 4 liters milk, then what happens, Varma?
It gets overflowed.
Good. 2 liters will be there in bottle. 2 liters will be overflowed. Good. So 2 liters will be wasted, am I right? Yes. 2 liters will be wasted. 2 liters we can store in this bottle. Why? Because its capacity is only 2 liters. In 2 liters water bottle, you can store 0 ml, means empty. Keep it empty. And we can store 100 ml, 200 ml, 300 ml, half liter, 1 liter, 1.5 liter, 2 liters, means 2000 ml. This is called range of the 2 liter water bottle. Capacity of the 2 liter water bottle. In the same manner, in integer variable, we can store the data 32,768 to 32,767. The values between these two, it is minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. We can store the values in between these range. Suppose there is an employee, his salary is 50,000. 50,000 is what data type? Is it character, integer, float, or double? Which one is the right one? It is not character. It is not float. Float means it doesn't have any dot operator. It is not double also. So it is not character, it is not float, it is not double. Then it should be integer. In integer, the value 50,000 can we store?
Sir.
No, it is not possible. Then what to do? We need to change the meaning of this integer. How we can change? We can write long in front of the integer. Long, right? Varma, any doubt?
Sir, actually, yesterday last 15 minutes have been not able to continue the class, sir. So could you continue yesterday's last 10 minutes class, please?
This one, is it clear or not clear? Data types.
Yeah, sir. That last topic have been absent yesterday.
This is the last topic. Is it clear or not clear? This one.
For this topic, I was absent actually yesterday.
Okay, right. In data, we have so many types. We have alphabets, no, A, B, C, D, and so on, Z.
Yes,
We
sir.
have some symbols, plus, minus, into, by, less than, greater than, dollar symbol. All these are called characters. Got it?
Yes, sir.
The round numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. These are called integers.
Okay, sir.
A number which is having decimal point, it is called float as well as double also. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Now, what is the difference between float and double? This is the difference. In float, after dot operator, you can store 6 digits. Those are called 6 precisions. These are called precisions. It can have 6 precisions, whereas double, it can have 10 precisions.
10.
More precisions means more accuracy. Less precisions means less accuracy. If you want more accuracy, then go double. If you want less accuracy, then use float. It is up to you. Okay. It is your requirement. This is about the data types. Now I am going to explain about the modifiers. So to store 50,000, integer doesn't support. Why? Because in integer variable, you can store the values in between minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. I want to increase the capacity of integer. For that, I have to use long. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. Suppose there is a age, maximum age and minimum age. Tell me, what is the maximum age and minimum age?
0 to 100.
0 to 100 only. So to store 0 to 100, integer is not useful. We have to reduce the size of the integer. For that, we have to use short integer. Short int. Whenever you use long integer, then integer size is 4 bytes. No, here 4 bytes. From 4 bytes to 10 bytes, it will be incremented. Whenever you use short integer, the integer size will be decremented from 4 to 1. Here decrement, here increment. Got it? So long is one modifier, short is one modifier. Now age equal to 90 years. Right. Now I am saying integer age equal to minus 5 years. Is it right? Minus 5 years is the valid age or invalid age? Valid or invalid? Speak out.
Valid.
It is invalid. Minus 5 years it is invalid, Varma. Age is always positive. Negative age will not be there. Minus 5 years, minus 50 years, it is not valid.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes,
age is always positive number. Positive number means there should not be any sign. It doesn't contain any sign. No sign means it is unsigned integer. Unsigned integer. So it will allow to store only positive numbers. Suppose there is a temperature of ice. Temperature of ice is 10 degrees. Is it right or wrong?
Yes,
It is
sir.
wrong. It is wrong. Why? Because temperature of ice is always negative number. Minus 10 degrees, minus 20 degrees, like that. So it always a negative means signed integer. It is called signed integer. Signed integer means it allowed to store only negative numbers. It allowed to store only positive numbers. It allowed to store minus 128 to plus 127. Short integer. In this, we can store only these values. Age of the person. So age of the person, it is always 0 to 100. Marks of a student. If there is an exam which was conducted for 100 marks, then what are the minimum and what are the maximum?
Minimum 37 or something, 27.
Minimum 0. Suppose you gave empty paper, white paper, then how many marks you will get? 0 marks.
0 marks.
What are the maximum marks?
100.
100 out of 100. So 0 to 100 marks only you will get. To store 0 to 100, you can use short integer. Got it?
Yeah, sir.
So to increase the size of the integer, we have to use the long integer. Clear? So these 4 are the examples. What are these 4?
Example.
Short, long, signed, and unsigned. These 4 are the examples. These are the usage. How we need to use them. Now, what is modifier?
Sir, once could you explain unsigned and signed integers?
Unsigned means no sign. It should not have any sign. Minus 5, minus 10. Those are having signs, no? Positive number. Only
Okay.
positive number. Signed means only negative number. Got it?
Yeah, sir, I got it.
Right. Now, what is modifier means? Here, these are the keywords. Keywords means, I already told you, the names already defined in computer are called keywords. So, these are keywords. What is the use of these? These are used to modify the meaning of data types. Each data type is having one meaning. If you want to modify the meaning of data type, you have to use modifiers. In C language, how many modifiers are there? 4. C supports 4 types of modifiers. 4 types of modifiers. So this is about the modifiers, right? Note on this, my dear friends. Afrin, just now you entered.
Yes, sir.
So now I am going to explain you about the modifiers. We have already character data type, integer data type, float data type, double data type. Those are having the specific meaning also. Character means alphabets, integer means round numbers, float means decimal point number, double also decimal point number. In float we can store 6 precisions. In double we can store up to 10 precisions. Those are having the meaning. So if you want to modify the meaning of data type, then you have to use modifiers. These are the examples: short integer, long integer, signed integer, unsigned integer. Right? Right up to this, then I can explain these 4 examples. After note on this, I will explain this concept once again.
Okay.
If it is completed, please tell me.
Okay, sir. Completed.
Good. Now listen, my dear friends. In integer, we can store the values minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. The values in between these two numbers we can store in integer. But there is an employee whose salary is 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. Those values we cannot store in integer. If you want to store such big numbers, you have to increase the size of integer by using long. Whenever you use long integer, then its size will be incremented from 4 bytes to 10 bytes, then you can store the big values. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you want to store just age means 0 to 100 years or 0 to 125 years. That's it. Nobody can live 500 years, 1000 years, no. So if you want to store such type of small numbers, you can use short integer. Signed integer means some values are always negative numbers. Negative numbers means it is having sign. So it is called signed integer. If you want to store only positive number means no sign, then it is called unsigned integer. Got it? Afrin? Afrin, clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I am going to explain you what is the concept of variables. It is very, very important. In every program, we have to create the variables. Now, my dear friends, whenever you are going to college, you will take a water bottle, you will take a lunch box, you will take a college bag. What is the use of water bottle? It is used to store the water. Am I right? What is the use of lunch box? It is used to store the meal. What is the use of college bag? It is used to store the books. So here water bottle or lunch box or college bag is called as a container. In the same manner, to store the data in computer in C language, we need some containers. Those containers is called as variables. So what is a container? It is a container. What is the use of variable? It is used to store data. It is used to store data. I will explain here. Variables will be created inside the memory. Think it is called memory. Memory. Inside the memory, the variables will be created. So it is called memory. It will be created inside the memory. Inside the memory, it will be created. Suppose I want to store 3 values. One is roll number, 501. Second one is student name. Student name is Bharat. Average marks 98.5 marks he got. How many values we have here? 3 values. To store 3 values, we need to create 3 containers. 3 containers are called as 3 variables. We can store roll number in this container. We can store student name in this container. We can store average marks in this container. So what we need to understand here is, in one variable, we can store only one value. It can store how many values? Only one value at a time. Suppose it is a variable. To identify this one, it should have a name. It should have a name. It should have a name. What is the name I can assign to 501? 501 is roll number. So assign roll number. What is Bharat? Bharat is the student name. Assign student name. What is 98.5?
Percentage he scored.
It is average marks or percentage. Good. Anyone you can take. I am taking average marks. So it is the name of the first container. It is the name of the second container. It is the name of the third container. Here I am going to explain you is, every variable must have a name. It must have a name. Why it is called variable? Why it is not calling box? Why it is not calling container? Means it is a variable. Why? Because it can change its value. Change. It is also called as variation. So it can vary its value. So it is called variable. it can vary its value. So it is called variable. It is called variable. So now this is about the variables. Now how to create them? How to create or declare? Declaration or creation, both are same. Declaration. How to create or how to declare? My dear friends, I want to create 3 variables like this. So what are the variables you created? What are the names of variables you created? Tell me. Can't you tell me? One is roll number, am I right? What is the name of the second variable?
Name.
Yes, name. What is the name of third variable?
Average underscore marks.
Average marks. Good. So in this roll number, what is the value you stored? 501. What is the data type of 501? What is the data type of 501? Character, integer, float or double?
Integer.
Integer. Good. Integer roll number. So whenever you say integer roll number, in this roll number variable, it allowed to store only numbers. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So, and the size of this container is 4 bytes. Why? Because integer size is 4 bytes, no? What is the size of integer here? 4 bytes. So, this container size is 4 bytes. Got it? Now, what is S name? What it contains?
Characters.
Characters. So, we have character. No characters. Characters is wrong. Character is right. Got it? Here we have single character or group of characters.
Single character.
Bharat, it contains 7 letters, not single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Group of characters. So, you have to specify the size of the container inside the square brackets. Its meaning is, character means how many bytes? 1 byte. How many characters you are going to store? Up to 100 characters. So, its meaning is, computer allocate 100 bytes memory to this one. Clear? Computer allocate 100 bytes memory. In this variable, you can store up to 100 characters. Got it? You can store 100 characters. Right. Now, what is the data type of average marks?
Float.
Float. Good. So, float. It is single number. 98.5 means it is a single number. It is also a single number. It is a group of characters. So, group of characters you have to represent like this. Whenever you write these 3 lines of code, these 3 variables will be created like this. Got it? So, these are the examples. Now, how to create? How to create? It can be identified by syntax. Syntax means how to create, how to write. See these 3 lines of code. Very beginning, what you are specifying, what you are writing, what is integer, character, float, data type. Am I right? Data type. What is roll number? What is S name? What is average marks? Variable name. Am I right? Variable name. By specifying the data type means this one. By specifying the variable name means this one. You can create a variable. Got it? With the help of data type and variable name, we can create variables. Got it, my dear friends? Is it clear? Friends, clear or not clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Right. Now, my dear friends, here we created 3 variables and we named them with 3 names. Am I right? Roll number, yes name, average marks. What are those? Variable names.
Those are three variables.
Name of the variables. While naming a variable, you have to follow some rules and regulations. What are those? Those are called scope rules of variables. Scope rules of variables means what are the rules you have to follow while naming a variable. To understand this very easily, I am going to explain some names. Those are valid and invalid. Valid variable name. Invalid variable name. I am creating a variable name like this. Number 1, it is valid. First number, it is invalid. Why? Why it is valid? Why it is invalid means the first letter, it should be alphabet or it should be underscore. Now it is okay. Underscore, first number, it is okay. Why? Because it should begin with alphabet or it should begin with underscore only. Here it is not alphabet, it is not underscore, so it is invalid. Got it? What is the first rule? Name must begins with an alphabet or an underscore. Got it? The second rule, I am creating a variable name like this, even sum of the even numbers. It is invalid. Why? Because in between the name you gave space. Space doesn't allow. The name doesn't contain space. Name does not allow spaces. Got it? So it is invalid. Now I am writing like this. Say even minus sum. It doesn't have any space. Even though it is invalid. Why? Because you are using minus operator. Minus, plus, into, by. Those are having special meaning. You cannot use those. You can write like this. Even sum. It is invalid. You have to combine them. Even underscore sum. It is okay. Except underscore. It doesn't allow any special symbol. So, except underscore. It does not allow any special symbol. Got it? Right. So it is invalid. Integer, character, float, double, long, short, all are invalid. Why? Because these are the names already defined in computer. These are also called as keywords. Keywords are having the special meaning. You should not alter the meaning of the keyword. So you cannot use keywords as variable names. So it should not be a keyword. It should not be a keyword. The length of the length of the variable is maximum 31 characters. Its length should not exceed 32 characters. 31 up to 32 is okay. So more than 32 is not okay. 32 characters is okay. It is the rules you have to follow while naming the variables. So these are called scope rules of variables. Friends, is it clear or not clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now note down from here. Very, very important topic it is. In every program, we have to create variables. Without variables, you cannot store the data. Without storing the data, you cannot manipulate. You cannot produce the result. No result means no meaning of writing program. So variables are very, very important concept. How to create variables? How many variables you require? So those are very, very essential in every program.
Let's scroll down.
Sir,
Ma,
in examples, you said the character's name, it is of maximum 100 characters. Now,
Yes.
again, you told that length of the variable should not exceed 32 characters.
length, so clear. See this. It is the name of the variable. I am saying about 32 means related to this one.
Okay.
100 means is related to this one.
Okay, okay. Sir.
In this container, you can store up to 100 characters. Why? Because you mentioned 100 here. Suppose I mentioned just 50. Then in this variable, we can store up to 50 characters only. Got it?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. No doubt.
Sir, scroll down, sir.
Can I scroll down?
Wait, sir, wait. Scroll down, sir.
Once it is completed, please tell me. If it is completed, please tell me, friends.
Completed, sir.
Okay. Now I explained you what is a variable. Now I am going to explain you what is a constant. Friends, why these are called as variables? Why? Because it allows to change its value. Constant means it doesn't allow to change its value. It is opposite to a variable. Got it? Constant means it is a variable which maintain the same value until program termination. Until end of the program. If any variable maintain the same value, then that is called constant. Got it? You cannot change the value of a constant. We cannot modify the value of constant. If you try to change, then you will get error. If you try to change the value of constant, then we will get error. We will get error. Constant we can create in two models. We can create constant in two ways. First way one is using hash define command. We can create a constant. We can create a constant. I will give an example. To define a constant, we have to use hash define. Then constant name. Then constant value. You know, pi is a constant. The value of pi is 3.14 and it is fixed. So using hash define command, you can create a constant. It is the name of the constant, it is the value of the constant. Got it? Second one, using CONST keyword, we can create a constant. How? See, I am writing float pi and its value 3.14. Data type followed by name, it is called variable. Variable means it allowed to change its value. But actually pi is a constant. To make this variable as constant, we have to use CONST in front of the variable name. Now it becomes a constant. Any variable begins with CONST, then it is a constant. So in these two ways, you can create a constant. The name of the constant will be expressed in uppercase. It will be represented in uppercase. The name of the constant always represented in uppercase. Note down, my dear friends. Can I scroll down? Right, my dear friends. After completion of writing, I will wind up the session. Friends, if you want to pay the fee, it is the Google Pay number or Phone Pay number 9297972727. Friends, if it is completed, please tell me. Mohit Reddy, Bharat, Ruchita. After completion of writing, you can leave from the class. Mohit Reddy, is it completed? Ruchita, is it completed or not?
Completed, sir.
Good. Can I wind up the session?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ma.